Hi guys, hope you're doing great. So today we talk about building speed and dexterity. I understand that this is a topic that most students are really concerned about, wondering how do I improve my speed. I want to be able to play very fast. On the other hand, I don't want you to go all out thinking that speed is all that you need. A fast guitarist doesn't necessarily mean a vast guitarist. There are other core areas that you also need to develop, but that's by the side. So we go into building speed and dexterity here. The first tip I want to share with you is your picking. There's how you would wrongly hold the pick, and that would cause you lots of struggle with speed. I mean, even for the rest of your life. I don't want to endorse my own way of holding the pick as the only way. No. Frankly, there are no wrong or right ways of holding the pick. I've seen different guitarists hold it different way it works for them. So that's it for you. Hold the pick the way it works for you. This is how you know if it works for you. A wrong way of holding the pick will give a very, very poor tone. So if you don't like how you sound, probably you need to recheck how you hold the pick. And also, there's how you hold the pick that speed will be far from you. So if you find yourself really insensately struggling with speed, then you need to review how you hold your pick. Anyway, for me, that's how I hold my pick, because my pick helps me with speed, it helps me with tone, and it helps me with sweep picking. So that's why I just kind of settle here. Eventually, you have something like this. Yes, the mistake you want to avoid is to flatten the pick on the string. No, it has to be a bit slant like this. So hold your pick. It's not flattening like this. See how my hand is not flat, it's not bent down like this, so such that the pick is flattened. I raise my hand up a bit. Yeah. If you want to learn my own way of holding the pick, be sure you go over to where it is. I think it's on the beginners category, holding the pick. You can request for it as a student. I can also find a way for you to get it. So we're jumping over to the second one, exercises. Everybody knows that finger exercise helps you to develop your speed, but does it really work for everybody like that? Obviously not, because if you know and you'll be doing it, I'm sure you will not be looking for speed at this point. There's how you go about it, and it's really inefficient. And the way it becomes efficient is what I want to share with you. It's called, I term it marathon finger exercise. This is a secret, permit me to call it so, that I discovered, and I've been so glad, and it has worked for every of my students that I recommend it to. Marathon. What's the concept of marathon? So to practicalize this, say you have whatever finger exercise you're doing, whether they want to strengthen your left hand, or to help with your right hand picking, or to coordinate your right hand with your left hand, whatever one you're doing. Let's say well trying to work on speed, and then we have the one that could can help us coordinate left and right hand. If you play this exercise and stop within a short time, and you rest and you resume, stop within a short time, this would not be very effective to you, because this is probably what you've been doing. You probably have been doing it for years, and oh yeah, I think I'm beating my speed. No. The way to go about it is to find a way to play a particular finger exercise and make sure you play it stretched. If what you used to do was you used to play it for 1 minute stretch, please, you need to increase it to like 3 minutes. All right, that way you get results in no time. The muscles that are responsible for grip, coordination, and speed and dexterity, you develop them fast even that way. When I do this exercise, I actually kind of feel as though I went to the gym. You see, this part of my hand and even here literally becomes hot. If you touch it, you will feel the heat. So such kind of approach really is effective, because it goes straight to hit the nail on the head. So just to reiterate, do it stretch per time. Say you want to spend 1 hour for finger exercise, don't just do 15 seconds and rest for 10 minutes, you come back again. Now you do it stretch and you rest. All right, you rest. When you feel some ease and you feel like you can go again, repeat it again. Do it for like 3 minutes. Now this is where it is getting effective when you really feel the pain on your muscles, where you feel the strain, like you're doing press ups or maybe you're doing some strenuous exercise. That's when you know that it is working. But if you just keep doing it all day and you don't feel no heat, you don't feel no pain, you don't feel no strain anywhere, then you know that you're probably too slow with the metronome. Yeah, I guarantee you this is really going to be effective. All right. So the other thing you want to do is which exercises are you using? We have different exercises here at Spicy Guitar Academy. There are some exercises that just would build your right hand. Some exercise would bring so much pressure to your left hand. There are some exercises that would help with the coordination between right and left hand. So if your challenge is your hands are rigid, you feel like they need to be more flexible, you opt for the one that makes it more flexible. The chromatic scale is a good one for that. Now we play at 80 beats per minute, and I'll be playing at 8 notes per beat. 1 beat, 2 beat, 3 beat, 4 beat, 1 beat, 2. So 8 per beat. We're gonna be what I'm doing. On the 6th string, do ti tola, 5 fa mi mo re, 4 tola si sol, 3 mo re di do, 2 sa di la mi, all the way. So this helps to break rigidity amongst my left fingers a lot, and also helping the coordination between my pick and my left hand, so that as I'm punching it here, my right hand is striking it. 100 beats per minute. 3, go. And if your challenge is, if you feel like your challenge is your right hand is kind of weak, you want to opt for maybe the 8 stroke per note finger exercise. You know that? You just double up here instead of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So let's try now. 2, 3, go. Then the basic one, major scale, that works for both the left and the right hand. Just as simple as major scale. I don't do more than these exercises. This helps with your alternate picking, with your coordination, with grip, dexterity, and speed. And the last thing here, make sure you measure your growth with your metronome. You start with 60 or whichever tempo is convenient for you. But I want you to make sure you start really slow, so that you can be able to observe all the details and make sure you're playing right on timing. Groom yourself in this direction. Play on timing. Start slow. Do, re, di, do, 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 da, da, di, di, do. All right. Then you begin to increase the tempo. Then you get to a speed where you know that your coordination has loosened up. Like you're no longer as coordinated. You want to maybe reduce the tempo or stay there and master it first. Make sure you master a speed before you move to the next one. And the last tip I want to share here is the one that you probably didn't expect, is rest. Yes, you have to rest. If you don't rest, you see, those pains that you feel could turn out to even begin to hurt you. And the main benefit of rest, when you do those exercises, you're trying to build muscles. So resting gives your muscles the chance to really form, to be able to perform the action that you want it to carry out. So make sure you rest. Don't be tempted to do finger exercise every day. No. If you're just starting off and you really want your speed so bad, you could do it like say 4 times in a week. Spend 1 or 2 hours doing just finger exercise. In 2-3 months, you'll be amazed. Even way less than 3 months, you'll be amazed at your speed. All right, that's it, guys. Make sure you do what you need to do. Thank you, guys. See ya.